like reading a lot, reading for fun, but that doesn't happen often with school. Even when I go home and you're supposed to relax, I always have like a busy schedule. I don't like to sit at home for too long.
Yeah.
Once in a while is nice, but I couldn't do it several days in a row.
Right.
I'm proud of my kids. I'm proud of myself for giving up the opportunity to work, to stay home and raise them and do that. Definitely, it's a privilege to be able to stay home. I realize that. But it's also, it'd be a lot easier to go to work, honestly. To drop them off at daycare and, be able to go to work.
Work-wise, this might be the busiest I've ever been, which is kind of scary. But unfortunately, most of the time I have more emails to check, and then an outrageous amount of meetings pretty much means that, hey, I did nothing. So the day is no average day here. I would say two things that are consistent are meetings and emails, and if I get lucky, I'll get a chance to put a nice amount of time on my design work.
Wake up, go to physical therapy, go to class, go to more class and more class. If we were in season, then it would go to practice. Bring snacks and eat at some point. Eat dinner, do homework, study, more homework. Go to sleep.
But, it's just time management and trying to find time for it. Can I go into high gear?
And then
laundry, dishes,
Oh
sheets, vacuum, anything I can do while they aren't. Her age is great. I can do things if she's awake, but he wants to help do everything.
So now I wake up at the bare minimum time it takes me to get up and take a shower.
Yeah.
Then I rush to work. Then I get over here, I check my emails usually. I spend the first hour of the day checking email, figuring out what needs to be done. Lately I've taken up to writing out a schedule of what needs to be done so I can make sure I hit those points throughout the day.
I like to have some sort of schedule. Even on the days Dan's home, he can probably tell you it drives him crazy because I wake up in the morning, I'm like, what are we doing today? What is our schedule?
As we grew up, it became more and more about being busy and staying busy. I don't remember as a child not being scheduled for something. I always had something to do, violin lessons or piano or gymnastics or soccer or softball or bowling. So I think we started out young doing that, which is why we aren't bothered by it. But
we're just talking about that. I think that people do overschedule their kids. It's one thing to be busy when you're an adult and you're choosing to do things, and you can. But I think it's also important to teach them that having downtime is okay too. I have friends who their kid has something every single day after school, and they don't get home till 7. Then they have dinner. Then they have homework. It's too much for kids. Learning to be creative, you do that when you have downtime, and you kind of have to be creative. So.
I purposely make myself chill because I always have a ton of stuff to do. You overload yourself, then you get stressed. When you get stressed, you can't think straight. When you can't think straight, you can't relax because you think about everything else. I make myself, even when I don't need, I say, okay, hey, do I have some time? Yeah, and I'll just sit back and chill. But, sometimes busy is it's not that great of a thing. But I think overall, it's good to be busy, but monitor what you have. It's good to have your cup 3/4 full so you always have room for more, but then you also have that space so it doesn't overflow.